December is upon us, and we are taking on Man City. But as you guys know from the last episode, Harry Kane out for 7 months. So basically, 7 months from now is going to be somewhere toward the end of June. Harry Kane should be back. I don't know what to say. It is so disheartening to lose your best player by 1 overall. Son is pretty good, but your best player in the team. So what I've done is I've hot listed some players that showed up on the GTN in a couple places, and I want to see if we can bring in a loaned in striker for 6 months. All right, guys, sitting down trying to get a loaned player in, and on my list of first team playmakers, Andre Milik from Napoli is available to loan. And he's 80 overall, same as Vinicius, but we could use him right now. Do we want to do a loan to buy, or do we want to do basic terms? We could still buy him. Let's do loan to buy. And really, it's going to be a tryout between Milik and Vinicius to who's going to be Harry Kane's backup. They want $34 million for Milik. 27. Let's go $30 million flat. So now it's just wait and see on Milik and to see if we can keep him or get him in the team on a short-term loan and maybe buy him. I did do a loan to buy option for $30 million, as you saw, but I don't necessarily need him. He is probably around the same level as Vinicius, but a little bit different attributes. As we I don't know if I looked at or showed you guys or not, but he is a little bit stronger, not as quick. So he's more of a Harry Kane type. So he's not a change of pace guy, and that might be a disappointment. But it was really hard. I mean, I searched forever through my GTN. I didn't want to cheat. I didn't want to go through and think, oh, what about this guy? I used the GTN, and let me tell you, it was difficult. Milik only came up because at one point in time his contract was expiring. So he was in the contract expiring list, not the first team playmaker list or whatever I was saying he was on. He was on that list. So he just got re-signed. And now Milik is hopefully coming to our team. I figured since we're already in here, it's December, we probably should make a determination on what fullbacks and center backs we want to bring in. And I think really at the end of the day, when I really look at all the players, we have a tough decision to make. All right, so I've narrowed down my list from the last time I kind of took a look at it. Some of these positions I was thinking about, like defensive midfield, I don't think that's going to happen this time. Central midfield, maybe if we have enough money, but we'll probably have to sell somebody to get money in. And right now we're sitting around 117 million pounds we have to play with. After really thinking about it, I have to say I have an affinity for Alphonso Davies. And the reason being is because, A, I've seen him play in real life for the MLS. B, he's obviously one of the top fullbacks in the game already. And he's a really, really good player. He could play up on the wing. It's just a good player to have. Mukeli is close. And so is Emerson. Both of these guys are super close to being a player I want. And I have Palestri on there for a different reason. But I think it makes it even tougher because we have to sign 3 players from Europe. And Emerson and Davies don't fit to that mold. Looking at our center back option, which is a little less dire because we have A, Eric Dyer, and B, we have Davison Sanchez. It's not as big a deal, but wouldn't we like to have Milan Skriniar or Marquinhos or Sule even on the team as soon as possible? I mean, these are all stupidly good players. And it's so hard to make a decision because I want to be cost conscious, I think is the word I'm looking for, and spend the most money or the least amount of money I can. But at the same time, knowing that we have to sign 3 players from Europe no matter what. And I don't know if Milik will count if he's coming in on loan. We didn't sign him. So we have some options. So let's sit down with Alphonso Davies first and see what they're going to throw at the table. Somewhere between 46 million and 72. I wonder I don't want to abuse this feature, but I wonder if they will take a fullback off our hands like Matt Doherty or Serge Aurier. That should take his number down quite a bit. So Doherty and 40 million. They want Dele Alli, yeah. If Dele hasn't been the best player for us, it's funny because I think he heard me. I think he was just like, oh yeah, they're going to get rid of me if I don't. So 54 million pounds. I probably should have negotiated a little bit harder for that. It's about half of our budget. And that's not bad. But because we have a negotiation on the table, that gives us the option to go ahead and negotiate a second player. And again, I'm still stuck between Milan Skriniar, Upamecano, and Sule. Upamecano seems like a cheap cop-out. I mean, but he is so good, 6'1", 198. I mean, come on. The guy is obviously going to be great. Sule is just intriguing because he's 6'5", 213. And he's a unit of a player. He's not as quick as Upamecano, but not bad. Acceleration's a little bit low. And we have probably about him for about 5 years. And I mean, honestly, this career mode's not probably going to last about 5 years. And he's already at that point. Skriniar is going to be expensive. I mean, they want 72 million. So if we sign Skriniar, that's it. Skriniar and Alphonso Davies, and that's pretty much it until we sell somebody. Sule is 52, or Sule, I think is how you say that. 52 million, which is not too bad. And I don't feel any certain way about Jimenez or Marquinhos. They're both good players, obviously. Marquinhos does kind of have some bad vibes for me because he's only 6 foot, 165. Overall rating's great, and I know his jumping's great. It's 89. But again, I think there's something to having a guy that's 6'5", 213. So in order for us to kind of save some money, let's sit down and see if we can do a double from Bayern Munich. We just got one of his players. Let's see if we can get two. And let me mute the sound on the game there for you guys. Let's go with 50 million pounds. Actually, again, let's see if we can get somebody out of the team. Actually, we're good there. There's not really anybody I would want to sell, except Doherty or Serge Aurier. So 30 million pounds and Matt Doherty. They want Toby Alderweireld. No. That defeats the purpose of me buying Sule. I think. Maybe it doesn't. Let's go to 48.5 and see what happens. We didn't negotiate hard enough for Alphonso. They're good with that. That's a steal in my opinion. So Alphonso Davies and Nicholas Sule could be on this team. We are taking Bayern Munich. Some of their top young players. They have so many in the pipeline. They're going to be fine. Sule is probably a little bit more important to sign because he's German. I want to put him as important. And he's okay with that. 4 years. Let's go for 5. I like a good long deal. He's good with that. No release clause. All right. 68,000, a 10 clean sheet bonus, and 630,000 signing bonus. We are going to take out this bonus and resubmit and see what they come back with. Oh, wow. Okay. I will take that deal. That is a great deal. And we have signed our first player in our Tottenham Hotspur career mode. It is Nicholas Sule. He will be joining us in January. And I cannot wait to use this guy. 13 million pounds. 14 million pounds is what we'd have left. I was trying to get him on rotation. That's not going to work. We want him for 5 years. He's good with that. That's what I like to see. No release clause, 45K, a 5 appearance bonus. Let's remove that bonus. Resubmit that offer. And he's good. So we've signed Alphonso Davies and Nicholas Soulé. Soulé. I don't know how you say it. I think it's Soulé. Might be Soulé. I don't know. So we've gotten our 2 biggest needs done. And hopefully Arka Duzik Milik will sign for us on a loan at least. And we still have some people. Hopefully we can sell, like Joe Hart, a couple of those guys. But anyway, it is game time. Man City in a very busy month of December. How will you cope without Kane? We'll have to adapt. I mean, this is huge. You've struggled for pace so far. Do you think your chances are slipping away for Champions League qualification? We can recover, I hope. Man City will be aware of your last win. It's about the results, and we are almost maxed out on morale. I'll take it. But this is going to be the first game that we're going to play without Harry Kane. All right, here we go at Man City. And Man City sits second in the table. We sit in 8th. A win could put us up to as high as 6th, depending on other results. Man United, though, they're the ones that are really struggling. They're in 9th place, if you can believe that. Ferhan Torres tried to keep it in, couldn't. Raji tracking all the way back to the midfield. Oh, there we go. That's a play and a half. Need to stay up on the ground. That's how you do it right there. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dang. That annoys me. That annoys me so much because this is a great play by Davison Sanchez, and then I couldn't get the pass off. And that should do it for the half. It is 1-0 Man City at Man City. All right, we're going to kick it off here in the second half, and I have to say, it's in some ways, I feel like we're attacking better with Son because he's quicker. But I have to say, I'm not. That's off of Phil Foden there. I have to say, I miss Harry Kane, man. I mean, Harry Kane hadn't been. Oh, that's a great little ball through. Reguilon. I just got too conservative with it right there, I think. That's the word I'm looking for. 2-0. 2-0. Tottenham Hotspur. That's how we lose games. We just stop playing defense. As Sergio Aguero, nobody picks him up. There he is, right in the middle. Nobody picks him up. Just let him shoot. I mean, it's like the guy when you're playing, some pickup basketball. He's like, yeah, that guy can't hit it. And it's like the best guy on the whole freaking team. Oh, Gedson. That was a beautiful cross. Just off target. Gedson. Respect for that shot. I would love to end their clean sheet. I mean, well, at the end of the day, we've lost this game. Whether we score or not, I don't think we could score enough. Yep, that's it. So a 2-0 loss. This is our worst defeat of the season. 2-0 at home, away from home to Man City. And we're outclassed the whole time. 1 goal in the first, 1 goal in the second. All right, so our next game is Southampton. They're in the middle of the table, 11th. So not too far behind us, actually. But this is a match sim match. Our next play game will be West Brom. But yeah, let's get into it. We had to make some changes. Alderweireld is going to be the one to keep an eye on because his stamina is about 50%. So we're going to have to be a little bit conservative in this game here today. We're underway here, and again, you see their team, they have some stamina issues too, but Alderweireld, this is where we really need another center back, even on top of what we got, because we just don't have the depth right now. There's Veniscus in. Oh, there we go. Gedson Fernandez, and a shot on goal already. Gedson, debating about buying him on permanent. Oh, no. Come on, guys. You let Obafemi walk in on you? Are you kidding me? Or don't. There we go. Okay. Okay. I like where we're going. I like where we're going. Yes, yes. Steven Bergwijn has rescued us right now. And let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But that was a beautiful goal. 1-1. So we're back to where we started. We need to get this win. We don't want to just draw against Southampton. Probably have to make a substitution soon here. Bergwijn in. We got a goal. It's Højbjerg. That's what I'm talking about. 2-1. Let's make our substitutions real quick. Alderweireld's got to come out. He is on empty. Same with Reguilon. They are both out. And then maybe a change of pace. Just maybe... I mean, nobody's really got any stamina. So Lucas Moura will come in for... Not for Bale. Lucas Moura can come in for Bergwijn. Bale in the middle. All the way over to Davies. And that's almost going to do it here. It is. And we grab the 3 points. That's all that matters. 3 points, and we're moving forward. All right, Europa League time. Final match. Winner take all for the group win. We are going through the next stage anyway. Gazzaniga, happy with his playing time. Just tell him I'm proud of him. Like a proud dad there, Gazzaniga. How did I said Gazzaniga? All right, Milik has agreed to a short-term loan, so we will get Andres Arkandruzic. I don't know. We're getting Milik on short-term loan. Awesome. That will definitely help this squad out just a little bit. So I decided to quick sim, and it worked out for us. We got a 2-2 draw. That's all we needed, and we have won the group. So that is done and dusted. We will be moving on to the next round of the Europa League, the round of 32. Got some messages here, some reschedules. Looks like they moved the Leicester and Arsenal games back a day. And then we got $5 million, 5 million buckaroos, 5 million pounds, I apologize, from the Europa League. All right, taking on Leicester City, our third game of the episode. Second game, we're match simming this month. And Leicester third in the table. So a win against them, right now we're sitting in 9th place behind West Ham, who we have a game in hand. So if we win or draw, we would be back ahead of them. And a foul on the edge of the box already. I had to rearrange the formation. Would resist the urge to jump in. No, I'm not. I'm going to jump in. This could be a big shot to get on the board in this game. And a good shot indeed it was. Go back into match sim. Deflected. Son again. That's another deflection. We're going to get a third corner in the first 10 minutes. And that one's finally pushed out back to Moura. Dele in the box and a goal. Dele Ali with a zinger, it looked like. And we are on the board 1-0 against Leicester on the road. This could be a massive game for us. 3 points would bring us almost 6th place, I believe. And that would be amazing heading into the second half of the season. What I basically did is we got a 4-3-3 attack. Lo Celso's playing a holding mid, and Højbjerg's sitting a little bit deeper. Oh, off the post. Off the post again. Holy cow, how many times can you get lucky in a game? Ndidi and Vardy just whacked it off the post. Dele back in the box. Over to Bergwijn, to Davies. Davies cornered. Davies finds a ball in. Not bad, but Son will look like he was well covered there. 3 minutes to go, plus added time in the first half. And we're actually not doing too bad, if I'm going to be completely honest. Leicester's coming at us, but we are up 1-0. Swainchu grabbed a yellow card on the 7th minute that set the chain of reaction into place. We have 67% of the possession, guys. Let's go. That's what I like to see. Son into the box. Son into the box. And a shot. Deflected. And another shot. And that was deflected by Schmeichel. He had to save that thing. They are bringing in Yuri Tielemans. And another save by Schmeichel. We are bombarding them right now. And Schmeichel finally able to hold on to one. Not deflected. 78th minute. Let's make our final substitution here. I think we'll bring in Viniscus. Make him a striker, though. Deli's on the break. Back to Viniscus, the Son. Viniscus was wide open there. My goodness. He looked covered, but I still think he was wide open. There we go. Ndombele playing a little pitch and catch there. Holding the play up right now. No reason to push it at this point. 3 points is 3 points no matter how you get it. Justin coming down the right side, left side, the bottom. 3 minutes of added time. And did we give away a free kick or is that game? That is a free kick given away. And easy save for Hugo Lloris. And that's going to do it. Huge win for us. Another 3 points as we've been on kind of a roll lately. So that win puts us 2 points behind 5th place. Let's take a look at the full group of the table. 2 points behind 5th place, 4 points behind Wolves in 4th. Leicester was 3rd, and we're only 7 points back. This thing is not over yet of us getting in the top 4. The championship is 16 points ahead of us, though, and we lost to Man City already. But we are actually on quite a roll, but the problem is we scored 21 goals. That's less than Brighton and Burnley, but more than these guys down at the bottom. But we've only given up 10 goals. That's the difference. If we could find some goal scoring, we'd be pretty good. But Harry Kane and Dele Alli were the only guys scoring goals, and yeah. Reguilon happy we played him in that game, and looks like our Europa League draw is done. Do I want to save it? No, I want to know. I want to know who the draw is. It just says Spurs there. So let's go into the standings here and see who we drew. We got Lille. Damn it. We're supposed to get an easier team, not a harder team. But last got Real Sociedad, so neither of those are great. Sevilla against Hoffenheim. Last got Sociedad, Marseille and Roma. Galatasaray and Villarreal. Rangers, Leverkusen. Napoli, Ajax. Athens, AEK Athens. And Leipzig. PSV and Mönchengladbach. Club Brugge. Arsenal, Ghent, Benfica, Basel, Leicester. I think out of all these teams, I would say the Belgian teams are the easiest, but not by a lot. But Lille is definitely a tough team. Oh, there's one more page I missed. Young Boys, Zagreb, Wolfsburg, Granada, Feyenoord, Kiev, Lokomotiv Moscow, and Milan. I think I would have taken Lokomotiv Moscow. I think that would have been the one I would have taken. Let's look at the Champions League. Juve and Real Madrid. What a big game in the round of 16. Atalanta got Paris. Rennes got Bayern. Inter Dortmund. That's a big game. Atletico and Man City. Lazio, Liverpool, Porto, Chelsea, Man U, and Barcelona. That's a big one. I think out of all those teams, Bayern got probably the easiest. I mean, Rennes, this is the first ever time in the Champions League. Yeah, they have some exciting prospects. Doku, Camavinga, massive prospects, but they're prospects. They're still young, and they're starters on this team. I don't think they're going to give Bayern much trouble, and I don't think Porto is going to give Chelsea much trouble. But Porto is surprising and can come out with some big games every now and then. All right, we got West Brom, bottom of the table, West Brom, at home. And it is, we didn't make a lot of changes. I wanted to kind of give these guys an opportunity, and I wanted to make sure that this formation, this 4-3-3 attack that I've kind of set up in, is the formation I want to use going forward. So I didn't want to put too many weak players in. And, you know, you can get burned like that. Oh, just dang it. Shouldn't I? Yeah, the key to being good on those plays is to not... Wow, Højbjerg just karate chopped him. But hey, if they're not going to call a foul on that, that's fine. Whatever. That... Oh, no, not Deli. Not Deli. Get up, Deli. You're good, buddy. You're good. You're good. Go on. Get up. Oh, dang it, man. That's what we get for Højbjerg. And Son was the guy coming over to Kane, and now he's coming over to Deli. And Son's like, damn, I'm going to have to lead this whole entire team, ref. Like, what the hell was that shit? Lo Celso will come in. Deli has won. Looking at my stat logger, 8 man of the matches in our first 17 games played. 8. Looks like something maybe with the ankle. So Lo Celso will come in. And there we go. First goal. It's the wingers connecting. Bergwijn and Lucas Moura. And Moura gets the goal. It's 1-0. Finally, in the 54th minute, we come alive. We haven't had our lack of chances by any means. But we should really be thumping West Brom, in my opinion. But we're missing our 2 best players in this game. But Bergwijn, and that's just an easy goal for Lucas. He just had to set it up and finish it. And what a goal it was. His only his second goal in the Premier League, but we're going to have to rely on Lucas Moura a lot more now. Højbjerg. Son somehow holds on to that ball about 8 times. I don't know how we just held on to that thing, but we did. Lo Celso! Oh, that should have been 2. That should have been 2. This is a beautiful shot. Johnstone, no way he's getting to that thing. And just a low baller, and it just barely misses the iron. Gallagher's picked up a nick, but he is still out there playing. And it goes in! Holy cow, what a goal! That was a deflection. I'm pretty sure that's going to go in the book as an own goal, but I don't think I've ever seen a goal like that, folks. Wow! 2-0. If it counts for Bergwijn, great. If it doesn't, it's still 2-0. This is a goal and a half. This is a great play by Son to hold up play. Bergwijn just deflects off Gibbs, it looks like. Right here. Yeah, it deflected off Gibbs. But I think the way it works is that the shot's on target. Nope, it's going to Gibbs. So it's an own goal for Kieran Gibbs. And at the 69th, 70th minute, basically, we are going to make our substitution. It is going to be Harry Winks in for Ndombele is going to be our second substitution, I guess. And we'll wait on the last one. Either Tangan or Rodon or Clark will come in, one of the youngsters. 1 minute to go here in extra time, and we are probably going to win this thing. I don't think West Brom's going to be able to score, and we're going to keep a clean sheet, a 2-0 win against West Brom. I'm not too thrilled about the fact that it was only 2-0, but a win is a win. And now the big news, as you see, Slaven Bilic, who has now been fired by West Brom, is handshaking there. But now I'm really curious to see how long Dele Alli is going to be out. We'll find out in the press conference here in just a second. All right. What's the damage, Doc? Ledley King, you can see in his eyes. 3 months. Not great, but at least we'll get him back sometime in March. And again, I just want to get him back to full fitness. Did you get the impression West Brom were intimidated? Our quality made the difference. Wow, our team did not appreciate that at all. Are you happy? Yeah, sure. Decently happy. We should have. I think we should have won by more. Yeah, so we're going to split December in half, and maybe do a couple in January before we get back to normal. But January and December are so busy that putting it all in one episode would be kind of a disservice. So, but yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys watching here. We will take on the rest of December, probably do some in January, and start some of our transfer window talk coming up again, besides Davies and Sully that we brought in. But anyway, until next time, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And J to the C, out.